Mr. Harris here, and I would like to talk to you today about one of my favorite ways to teach my grade 1 class. There's a lot to consider when you're planning a really great lesson, but I find one of the most important things is making sure that the lesson is engaging to the students. And one of my favorite ways to do this is through something called cross-curricular themes. Basically, this means picking a general topic that your class is interested in and then trying to incorporate that into everything that you do for a short period of time. Let's take a look at an example of one of these themes that I've done in my room. This year my class was really interested in Star Wars, so we decided to take a 2-week unit where we incorporate Star Wars into everything that we did. So the first step I took in making this unit kind of happen was I had to look at my long-term plan. And I figured out what outcomes I was going to cover for that 2 weeks and then try to think how I could put a Star Wars spin on those activities that I wanted to try and get done. The week before I intended on starting the Star Wars unit, I started putting out different decorations and things around the room to just build the anticipation and excitement for the students. So on the first official day of Star Wars Week, we started with a Star Wars read aloud. So this just allowed some of the students that maybe didn't know that much about Star Wars a chance to get familiarized with the characters and the premise of the story. The students were then divided into 2 teams, the Rebellion and the Empire. And the object was for them to compete to see which team could read the most books within the week. So just within the normal structure of our daily 5, if a student read a book and filled out a complete reading response, they got to earn a point for their team. We then moved on to the main project of the unit. The students were asked to create their own character that lived within the Star Wars universe. So the idea was I wanted the students to independently move through the writing process. They would start off with a plan, and then a draft, edit, and then write their good copy. So we started off in the planning phase, and for that the students were asked to write a job application for their character, where their character would apply to either join the Rebellion or the Empire. They could talk about their character's home planet, how old they were, what they were interested in, who their relatives were, just really help the students get a general idea of who their character was. They then moved on to the draft phase, where they tried to incorporate some of those aspects that they listed in the application into more of an origin story about their character. They then got to team up with a partner and edit their work. After they edited their draft, they got to move on to the good copy phase. So for this, I created a few templates that kind of looked like a playing card, and the students could write their origin story on the back, and then on the front have a picture. We then used those characters to incorporate them within some of our games we were playing in the classroom. So as the students were playing math and word work games, they could increase the ability level for their character, and as the abilities increased, they could earn upgrades, like lightsabers or droids. Throughout the unit, we also tried to incorporate You and Your World and science outcomes. So in You and Your World right now, we've been talking about community and neighborhoods, and we try to just incorporate that in talking about our solar system, and that is a larger neighborhood and community that we're a part of, and how the characters that the students created were also part of the community. And in our weekly art lesson, we did some really cool Wookiee art to try to tie it in together as well. So clearly, a cross-curricular unit takes a little bit more preparation and work on the teacher's part, but if you're looking for a way to make your classroom routine a little more engaging and fun for the students, I think you should give it a try. The students really love it, and they're going to be way more motivated to do the work in your classroom.